it seems that the movement to sue the government over the flood is gaining momentum.
Yes.
What do you think is the possibility of the government losing or winning the case?
Yeah, first of all, there are two guys leading the campaign against the government. One of them we discussed last week, Ajahn Narong Petpaset of Chulalongkorn University. The other guy, his name may sound very familiar to you, Sisuwan Janya.
Yeah, the Eastern Seaboard guy.
Yes, who almost brought the Eastern Seaboard to standstill about 2 years ago.
Yes, right. That's right.
The good news for the government is that these two guys apparently have not been working together yet. We are trying to find out why they are working separately.
But Sisuwan is in Rayong. Why is he involved in this flood issue when Rayong is not flooded?
He's trying to act as a middle guy. Yes,
for the people who's
affected by government decisions. Basically, both persons have talking about the same thing, just about the same thing, the legal principles behind the legal campaign and the time frame and everything, the laws to be used. Only that they have not appeared together yet. They have not said they will work together as a team.
But they are talking about the same principle,
right? They say that it's okay for the government to make decisions to direct the flow of the flood, but it's not okay for the government to compensate the people affected with so little money. They said it would be okay if the government increase the amount of compensation, but they have not seen any signals of that from the government.
I have heard the Prime Minister Kun Yingluck reacting to that story, and she seems to not have any clear idea as to how the government would respond. She was just say, we have done our best, be patient. She doesn't try to explain the position of the government.
Right, and the thing is, the government is, there are two groups of people affected by this flood. The first one, the people who are affected by the natural flow of the water, that is no problem. But there are a second group of sufferers who have been affected by government decisions, and this Kun Yingluck has not.
You mean water being diverted, or water being kept somewhere and being released or not released? The big bag thing.
Yes.
So the big bags will become an issue.
Of course, the people who live beyond or outside the big bag could still, this concept can still sue the government. And also the government is. We understand that the government is very concerned about what the agriculture minister said at Parliament a few days ago when he admitted that he ordered the delay of the release of dam
wait
waters
until the annual rice harvest was completed.
If these two guys win in this campaign, and then they say that okay, because of that decision, people have been more affected than they should have been, and if the government lose this, it would be a big trouble, legal trouble for the government, because we are talking about insurance companies having to compensate a lot of companies in the industrial estates.
The insurance companies can then cite this in its defense against paying people who
or they can
claiming insurance.
Or they can just claim from the government after paying the companies also. So this is something that we should be looking out for.
So it's going to be very interesting, the legal side of the flood. We've been talking about the social issues, we're talking about the political interference, political decisions on where the water should flow. Now it is the legal rights of the victims of the flood who are asking the government or taking the government to court. And that, I think, is going to be, again, unprecedented. This has never happened before.
No, not before.
That people suing the government for the government's negligence in performing its duty.
Initially, it was Ajahn Narong was supposed to be gathering some signatures today, but that did not happen. And he said that he wants to wait maybe a couple more months, so that he can collect more evidence. And Sisuwan also said the same thing. He said that the real action can start maybe in December, in middle of December.
Okay, so we will see whether this particular issue will bring the government all the way to the court.